I know he's a good fighter, but this is just different. You know,
Great fighter.
you see what happened when a good fighter jump up and his opponent is great fighter. So you're gonna find out.
So that means you're a good fighter, and Bivol is a great fighter. Is you a good fighter or a great fighter? Let me know.
I'm a great fighter.
So you got your ass whooped by a good fighter, right?
You're a good fighter.
Well, every time you stepped up, you lost. Great fighter.
I'm not.
I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
So the reason that I wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing Canelo Crawford press is so people don't mistakenly think that I'm doing a UFC press conference. Because I think when everybody sees me, they associate UFC immediately. So
Yeah.
I always wear the Canelo Crawford shirt when I'm doing a Canelo Crawford.
And you just have a strict like marketing deal with boxing for that fight?
No, I'm promoting the fight. Me and my team are running that.
Dmitry Bivol, the fighter who handed Canelo Alvarez one of his most memorable losses, has recently shared his perspective on the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo and Terence Crawford.
At the very highest level, you mentioned mentality. The reason I feel that Crawford has a good chance of winning is because it will be very hard for Canelo to break him, to break his will.
For him, how I saw him, mentality, he's strong mentally, yeah? And he won this fight from the core. And it gives him credit with mentality to get the power from 168.
While most boxing fans can't stop talking about the massive size difference between the two, Bivol offered a completely different perspective. He believes that Crawford has the mental edge to overcome Canelo. Known for his own calm, technical, and methodical fighting style, Bivol explained that size isn't everything. Mindset and discipline matter more. Even though Crawford is moving up to full divisions to face one of boxing's biggest stars, Bivol says it's his focus and mental toughness that could tilt the fight in his favor. It's not just about handling Canelo's power, it's about being mentally prepared for everything that comes with facing a legend.
It's just only mentality or sparring partners to get used to this weight. This is the combination of all. He needs to spar with bigger guys. He needs to be confident that he's okay with his punches. He needs to be confident that he will go in the ring and he could get the punches from Canelo and he will be okay with this.
Bivol's comments stand in contrast to the majority of analysts who see the size gap as Crawford's biggest hurdle. Crawford, who has spent most of his career at 140 and 147 pounds, is stepping into new territory. Meanwhile, Canelo has dominated across multiple divisions, even up to light heavyweight. But Bivol isn't overly worried about the numbers on the scale. He points to Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ as key weapons that could neutralize Canelo's strength advantage. The secret, according to Bivol, lies in staying sharp, disciplined, and executing his own strategy with surgical precision.
But he's able. He has good skills. He's awkward. He can use two boxing stance. It gives him benefits, of course.
It's a mentality Bivol knows all too well. In his own upset victory over Canelo, he didn't try to overpower him. He kept his composure, stuck to the game plan, and refused to get caught up in the moment. That same calm confidence, he says, could be Crawford's greatest weapon. Bivol genuinely believes Crawford has the mental resilience and tactical patience needed to pull off another stunning victory over Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, you know, with it's not about only getting used to the power, and it's also about be mentally ready, because when people are not prepared them mentally, they like afraid or scared, you become weak, your body become weak, you know, when something happened and something new and you wasn't ready for this. We all know these feelings, like the body become melting, like just soft, you know. And mentality is very important also for this fight. Even his one weight class or two weight class lower, if he's mentally ready, he will be ready to get these punches and be okay with this. He could be good. At the same time, we saw how Canelo was fighting against another guys like Charlo, maybe Smith, Callum Smith, and we saw the huge difference. I think it's not because of weight class, it's about mentality of the opponents.
Other voices in boxing, however, see things differently. Former WBC super welterweight champion Sergio Mora was initially skeptical about Crawford's move up in weight. He questioned whether the smaller fighter could really handle Canelo's power after what he called a flat performance against William Skull, but after taking a closer look at Crawford's skill set and consistency, Mora's tone has shifted. He now believes that if Crawford enters the ring mentally locked in and physically sharp, he could shock the world once again with a performance that reminds everyone why he's one of the best technicians in boxing today.
Initially, I said, oh, man, this is just a money grab. I mean, Crawford started at 135. How is he going to be at a guy that's fought as high as 175? And then you saw Canelo's fight against William School, his last fight. It wasn't a good fight, man. You've seen that he doesn't have the fastball anymore. He doesn't have he's never had fast feet, but at least he's not cutting off the ring like he used to. Yeah. And the explosiveness in his combinations and in half speed, it wasn't there either because there was nothing to hit. So can you imagine a Bud Crawford who's nowhere near a William School? School just ran. He didn't try to win that fight. Bud's going to try to win the fight. Mm-hmm. He's going to have the footwork. He's going to have the hand speed. He's going to have, maybe not the power of Canelo, but he's going to have respectable pop in that punch coming from both stances, mind you, the left-handed and the right-handed stance. And I just think ultimately Crawford just is a mean mofo.
Sergio Mora believes that Crawford's sharp counterpunching and his ability to seamlessly switch stances could be the keys to victory. Unlike William Skull, who fought cautiously and seemed content just to survive, Crawford won't be there to play it safe. He'll come to win. If Crawford can apply smart pressure, picking his moments carefully while avoiding too much of Canelo's heavy power, Mora thinks the upset is possible. It all comes down to fighting intelligently, using precision over brute strength.
This dude mean. I met Bud a couple of times. He pulls me aside and he gives me that look. He's a mean, intimidating dude, man. Yeah. And then I've been seeing how he's been growing into the frame. He's gotten big. He's gotten muscular, and he's looking more like a middleweight, super middleweight. The closer the fight gets, the more I'm looking at Crawford like, this dude might do something, man. Because all along I haven't changed my tune. I say Canelo's gonna win this fight, but he's not gonna come out of it unscathed. I can see him being bruised up, battered, maybe a little bit of blood, but his size is gonna come in the end. Now I'm starting to change my tune. I can maybe see the day that we've seen Canelo finally get old, no excuses, just Crawford pot-shotting him, having the night of his life, and we just watch something great. I can visualize it, man. So the closer this fight gets, the more that I'm looking at it like a 50-50 fight.
Undefeated lightweight champion Shocker Stevenson has been calling for this fight long before it was even announced. He's been one of Crawford's loudest supporters, saying that Crawford's skill set is tailor-made to dethrone Canelo Alvarez. After watching Crawford's masterclass performance against Sean Porter back in 2021, Stevenson confidently predicted that Crawford could one day take out Canelo. He points to Crawford's ability to switch effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw, combined with his elite boxing IQ, as what makes him an absolute nightmare for anyone across the ring. And he's not alone. Amir Khan, who's faced both Canelo and Crawford, has shared a similar view. Khan, who suffered knockouts to both men, still believes Crawford's intelligence and adaptability in the ring set him apart. He's called Crawford's boxing IQ second to none, and says the American's underrated punching power might just be enough to trouble Canelo, especially if the fight becomes a test of brains rather than brawn.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been putting it out since, I want to say, when he fought Sean Porter. Like back then, if you go watch, it's an interview out there. I had said I think that Terrence Crawford would beat Canelo Alvarez right after he fought Sean Porter.
At that point, but why did you believe then that was the right fight?
Because I just knew, like, as far as in that weight class, Terrence Crawford is like the greatest. So I just feel as though with Canelo's style and like the style of boxing that he got, I think and this is before Bivol did it, but I thought like Terrence Crawford was the only guy who I felt as though could have beat Canelo with his style.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez also backs Crawford to shock the world, though he admits that one perfectly timed punch from Canelo could instantly change everything. Rodriguez still believes Crawford's technical brilliance and ring intelligence will carry him through. He's realistic. Yes, Canelo's size advantage is real, but he insists that pure skill, movement, and adaptability often matter more than muscle when it comes to championship-level boxing.
Fight them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Veteran fighter Arislandy Lara, however, has taken a more cautious stance, having gone the distance with Canelo himself in a razor-close split decision. Lara knows firsthand just how tough and physically imposing Canelo can be, especially in the later rounds. Lara suggests that Crawford's best chance lies in his movement. He'll need to stay light on his feet, use his superior footwork, and avoid trading power punches too early. If Crawford can keep Canelo chasing, forcing him to miss and tire out, the momentum could swing in his favor. For Lara, the key isn't power, it's patience, distance, and pure wrinkle.
I do need to get your opinion on Canelo Crawford. How do you think that fight plays out?
It's a difficult fight. You know, Crawford, he has the skills to box and stay on the outside, but Canelo has the power to size advantage, so it's a very difficult fight to call. I know Crawford will have to box a perfect fight for 12 rounds. Canelo can change the fight with one punch, so it's a very difficult fight. I've been saying that I favor Crawford. People don't like it, but it is what it is. I would favor Crawford in this fight.
As fight night draws near, anticipation across the boxing world is at an all-time high. Fans and analysts alike know this isn't just another big fight, it's a historic moment in the making. Two elite champions, two legacies on the line. If Crawford can execute a disciplined, cerebral game plan similar to the one Bivol used to beat Canelo, he could make history as one of the few fighters to truly outsmart the Mexican icon. But if Canelo's power, experience, and timing take over, then the size gap might still tell the story. Either way, this showdown promises to be more than a fight. It's a defining chapter in modern boxing history.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight? Huh? Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, huh? You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. He came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing? Absolutely. Let's go. I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor will we do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.